Hey Libra, how are y'all doing? I hope you're doing good. Okay, so this reading is going to be like the next 48, okay? And basically what I want to do is focus in on retrograde. Retrograde was between June the 18th and July the 12th, so it ended on Friday, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out your energy and what you dealt with during retrograde. Retrograde is all about revisiting, realigning, repurposing shit. Don't start nothing new during retrograde. And whenever you step out Libra, you better be fresh to death, because I know y'all asses be. Make sure you look good, because you're going to be running into people from your past. It don't necessarily have to be past relationships, but a lot of time exes want to pop up. People want to come and profess stuff. Don't listen. And what I mean by don't listen is just take the information in, but don't do anything with it. Just trying to process it until we get out of this retro shade period. Now let's speak on retro shade really quick. Retro shade is what we in right now. That started on the 13th, okay? So that's the period after Mercury goes direct, and that's kind of where it retraces its steps. So any conversations you had, anybody you had to cuss out, anybody you had to cut off, anything you had to do, you're going to be revisiting those things. If you purchased anything, you're going to be revisiting that purchase. If you had anything that you did, remember, revisit, repurpose. Don't start anything new. This is about realigning your life. So retrograde should be welcomed instead of something that we don't like, okay? It does cause issues with communication. That's why I'm saying don't take anything serious. Take everything with a grain of salt until we get past the 26th, and then you can process what you've experienced, okay? Now, I've already pre-shuffled the deck, and I'm just going to go through it a little bit and explain to you what I'm going to be doing up until the 26th. Every 2 days, so this is like a next 48 series. Every 2 days, I'm going to come and let you know what's coming towards you or what you're going to be dealing with, right? So now we're going to focus in on your retrograde period and what that was for you, Libra, okay? First card out is the Knight of Cups. Something about a love offer. Maybe you wanted to give it. Maybe somebody was trying to give it. I told you people love to come back, okay? Now, let's figure out what this means for you, Libra. Seven of Swords in reverse. Something was revealed to you that was trickery, trifling, and you were dealing with it during retrograde. Something emotionally pulling at you. The Moon in reverse. Refusing to tap into your intuition about a situation. You just didn't want to deal with it. You were closing your emotions off during this period. It was just too much for you. Two of Swords. Realizing that you didn't want to put no feelings into something. I think somebody came towards you with an offer, probably trying to apologize, probably trying to make something right. And you just can't make it right because too much bad has happened. Either you wanted to go towards somebody and you couldn't because there are situations about it that were hidden from you, okay? So how I always see the Moon card is, you know how you went outside at night and you lose something? And you have your friends and everybody take their flashlight out. I know y'all got friends. Y'all hang around people. Y'all love people. Okay, so say you drop something at night outside and everybody got their flashlights on and you can't find it. But then when the sun comes up and illuminates things, you're going to walk outside and you're going to see it just like that. That's what this Moon card is kind of like. It's that thing that's hidden from you, even though it's right under your nose. It's kind of like, damn, if it was a snake, that bitch would have bit me. That's how you probably were feeling during that time. Like, why I didn't see this? Why was I refusing to see certain things? And whoever this was or whatever this situation was that came towards you, the Seven of Wands, it made you feel defeated, like you couldn't stand in your truth about it. You realized that somebody wasn't standing their truth to you. So during retrograde, you were dealing with something emotional, an emotional offer or an emotional relationship. Something came back in. I don't know what it was, but something came back in or you tried to come back in. But too much has happened. Too much trifling shit happened, Libra. And you know that you don't even know everything that happened. Like I said, you got this Moon card in reverse, so that means there's some things that are still hidden from you. You know it was bad, but you don't know the depth of how bad it was. You feeling like, I know this was much worse than what I found out. And now you're making a head over heart decision. That's what retrograde brought you to use your logic in this situation and to remove your feelings from it because you realized that it was hurting you. Whatever this love situation was, whatever this person is that's returning or coming back, could be a water sign like Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces that came towards you, or you could have been trying to go towards. It also could have, a Pisces or Cancer maybe. You got this Moon card here. So that's usually representative of Pisces, a water sign. Then you have the Seven of Swords in reverse, which is kind of representation of your element. Basically, some type of treachery happening. You just can't deal and get past it. The Seven of Wands being here, you feeling like this is a situation that you don't want to fight for. You don't want to stand up for it. You tired. You tired of having to always protect yourself. And so during retrograde, you just kind of let things slide off of you. You just realize that this love situation or whatever this is that has your emotions tied up in it, it's not worth your time. And it's something that can't be fixed because too much has happened. Now let's see what the next 48 is going to bring for you and what you're going to be dealing with, okay? Oh, Libra, the King of Cups. Who the fuck is this water sign, Libra? What is this? Because this... Okay. Anyways, the King of Cups represents an emotionally mature person. Person you would want to be in a relationship with. A great provider, father figure, partner, friend. They just balanced all the way. And this is another... You're still thinking about this love offering, and whatever this is, it's like it wants to offer something to you, and you want to offer your heart, but maybe not to this water sign. So let's clarify and figure out what this is. What is this? Who is this water sign energy? Five of Swords in reverse. Go you again, Libra. Four of Wands. A marriage, something that was committed. That Five of Swords in reverse is somebody wanted to end conflict, and they, oh shit, so we got the Three of Swords. Third party energy, some cheating, or maybe bringing in outside people in your relationship. The Hierophant, we got another card of commitment. Okay, Libra, the next 2 days, I feel like you're dealing with a water sign, and you could be dealing with a Taurus, or you could be dealing with I think a Taurus or a water sign, or particular a Pisces or a Cancer here. The next 2 days, you're going to be thinking about getting your emotions balanced again. After all this conflict, you're tired of it. It has resolved in a sense. You got yourself away from the situation. It was something that was committed. It maybe had some stability in it. Like you were passionate about this person. It could have been a marriage, like I said, a long-term commitment. And you're realizing that this situation brought a lot of strife, third-party situations, and you're thinking on that too, and you're thinking, how did it get there? And you don't want that around you no more. So you're balancing your emotions for the next 2 days. You get into a place where you can once again love. That's what you try to do. You don't want whatever the situation was that was trifling and fucked up in the past to stop you from finding that person that's going to be your King of Cups, from stopping you from giving your heart fully like you did to whatever this committed situation was where this third-party stuff was coming in. Because, like I said, third parties don't necessarily represent cheating. But because you had a Seven of Swords and you were dealing with some stuff that you really found out that was worse than what you thought it was, it makes me feel like this was maybe an entanglement, like somebody that brought in a third party, somebody cheating, or either they were talking to somebody behind your back, getting some emotional support from somewhere. It could have been, well, it was some type of betrayal that hurt you. And it's in your mind, you ruminating over these the next 2 days. And then the Hierophant speaks on commitments, contracts, and things. Somebody could be going through a divorce, or either thinking about their marriage, thinking about their commitment, and wanting to be in a committed relationship, realizing they deserve that. But for whatever reasons, that's not how this transpires. So the next 2 days, you're just balancing yourself. You're not really talking to anyone either. You kind of to yourself. Just trying to figure out, is this something that's worth staying committed to? Whatever that love offer that came towards you, I feel like it was somebody from your past that came back where it had already been too much damage that was done, okay? And I'm not saying that there's no love here, because I see cups, you know. We got the King of Cups, you got the Knight of Cups. So whatever this is somebody you cared about. Like I said, it could be a water sign, or somebody could have that heavily in their chart, like water, somewhere in their chart. It could be a fire sign, like Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You could also have a Taurus in the mix here. Taurus could be the third party person. It could be just an outside influence that maybe you feel like that's probably the only saving grace to this situation, is this outside influence. Because maybe you're going to somebody and talking to them during this period of time and trying to get some resolution to get yourself back balanced. Your overall energy for the next 2 days, Libra, is the Three of Swords in reverse. It's showing up again in your reading. You're releasing situations like that. It's the end of that. You don't want to be in it anymore. You don't want to be in anything that gets you caught up where it's third-party situations, where it's cheating or infidelity, dishonesty, lies. So your next 48 is going to be mainly dealing with your emotions. And I know y'all don't like that sticky shit of emotions. Y'all just like things to flow easily. But guess what? The problem is sometimes y'all like it to flow easy in the direction you want it to. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But during retrograde, you don't have that control. Retrograde is to set you on the path you're supposed to be on. It's supposed to shake you up if you're not doing what you're doing. Well, doing what you're supposed to be doing. Let me say it that way. I'm sorry, y'all. You're supposed to be doing something else. Or this situation requires a different perspective and you're going to be thinking about it, okay? I do wish y'all the best over the next 2 days, Libra. Y'all know it's all love. We both ruled by Venus. I'm a Taurus. I get it. Focus on yourself. Do some self-care over these next 2 days. Go get your nails done. Go get a pedicure. Men, y'all go to it too. Go get your manicure and pedicure. Soak in a tub somewhere. Chill out. Cut off your phone. Get off social media and just let it all flow for these next 2 days, okay? I love y'all. And you know I wish you the best, and I'll see y'all on the 18th.